Well, as we've been telling you, a huge decision from Amazon today. The tech giant deciding not to build a second headquarters here in New York City after the debate over the deal that it got to come here. And now we're just hearing Mayor de Blasio's reaction to this, and we have his quote that he just sent us. "You have to be tough to make it in New York City. We gave Amazon the opportunity to be a good neighbor and do business in the greatest city in the world." There it is right there. He continues to say, instead of working with the community, Amazon threw away that opportunity. "We have the best talent in the world, and every day we are growing a stronger and fairer economy for everyone. If Amazon can't recognize what that's worth, its competitors will." Well, joining us now to go through the fallout of this loss of Amazon is Aaron Elstein. He's a senior reporter for Crain's. And Aaron, you're calling this an enormous surprise. I think a lot of us were caught off guard by this. Let's start with the basics economically. 25,000 to 40,000 jobs Amazon was promising. This hurts.
This is something that people were really counting on, and 25,000 jobs that were going to pay about $150,000 each. These are not like, fast food jobs. These were the kinds of jobs that cities all over the country are trying to get, and we had an opportunity and we just threw them away.
So we have seen opposition to big business in the past, where a big company is coming and you see the rallies and you see the protest against it. Did you think in this case Amazon would be the type of company to weather that storm?
I thought they would. They're an enormous company. They've dealt with public relations problems before. I thought they would weather this storm. But what's different now from before is Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. She was the first person to raise opposition to this deal when it was announced in November. And while she wasn't going to city council meetings and attending hearings where people spoke out against this, she was leading this opposition. Her and a state senator named Mike Gianaris from Queens. And this is they get the credit or the blame for this depending on how you view this decision. But they were definitely the ones who spearheaded this.
We know the senator held rallies and protests against the company coming, even after he initially signed the letter in support of them coming several months back. How do they explain this to their constituents, that we just lost out on 40,000 jobs over the next several years?
Well, they would cast this as a victory, that this is a big defeat to big business. It can't just come to New York and do what it wants, that we have, they would see this as a victory. I don't think the governor or the mayor quite see it that way. They made a commitment to Amazon. They offered them some tax incentives, not cash, but some discounts on their taxes. And now their commitments, they couldn't deliver on them. So this sends a message to other companies that are thinking about coming to New York. Do you really want to come here and put up with all the hassle? And by the way, the promises that are made to you may not be kept.
Yeah, that was my next question. Is New York City now seen as hostile to businesses who want to set up shop here?
I think so, yes. Certainly today and for a while. This will be remembered. This was if you remember what a long beauty contest there was for where is Amazon going to go? Where are they going to go? And they decided Northern Virginia and then New York City. Well, now they're going to spend their time and money in Northern Virginia and Nashville, Tennessee, not so much in New York City.
You're absolutely right. There was a lot of fanfare about them coming here. We are still waiting to hear exactly what Governor Andrew Cuomo has to say about this. The company was very thankful to Mayor de Blasio and Andrew Cuomo, but again said we need to be in a place where we are welcomed and that the local leaders are willing to work with us, and that did not happen with Amazon in New York City.
3 months of them getting yelled at, basically, after, sort of like, hey, neighbor, welcome here, and now let's yell at you.
Never mind.
They sort of said, we don't need that. We can go somewhere else.
All right, Aaron Elstein, thank you so much for your perspective on this.
My
Good
pleasure.
to have you here.